Nate, how long did it take to connect with Rich after you got here?
I haven't spoke to Rich yet. He's away with his son, I believe, skiing. But once I got here, he sent me a text through, and he was just like, apologize. I'm like, man, handle your business with your son, bro. Like, we'll talk enough. We'll talk a lot. So,
He obviously means a lot to you.
yes,
I know
sir.
you know Josh. You know you had a year with Keyshawn. How much does that familiarity kind of help you become
Um,
him?
I think I think that we got a special thing going here. I think we got some X-Raiders players, but it's not really about being an X-Raider. It's about the bond you can build through that. Just going through those certain things that 1% of the world go through. You get to go through that with people that you've been through it before, and you get to do that again. So I think I'm really excited for it.
Nate, why here? What was attractive to you about it?
I think Green Bay is a special place. I think Green Bay is a place that a lot of players have transformed. Maybe from a good player to a great player, to Hall of Fame players, to better men. You know what I'm saying, and women. You know what I'm saying, in the building, because there's a lot of women in the building as well. And I think everybody I've spoken to about it, like it's a special place. So I want to be a part of a special place.
What's your first impression of Green Bay?
Um, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I got off the flight, it reminded me like of a collegey town. Gave me a college feel, but they said there's no fans like this in the world. I believe it, so I'm excited to get acquainted in the area and acquainted with the fans. I'm gonna be real acquainted with the people, and I want to give back and show my face to the people and show them I care about them, just like any other person.
There were pictures of you out at getting to see Lambeau Field, and
Yes,
saw you do a Lambeau Leap too. Just kind of what were those emotions like seeing
Yeah.
the field and doing that?
It was like I don't even know what word to use. Honestly, really, like when I walked out there, it gave me like a different feeling. It felt different than just walking onto another NFL field. Cause obviously I came up watching football, watching NFL games and this that, and the third. And Green Bay was always like a different place. And you got the Lambeau Leap, you got Lambeau Field, all that stuff, bro. And when I actually got to get out there, I had to put my hand in the dirt and just send a prayer up to God. The people who I love who not here and for guiding me here, and I'm very appreciative, and it just felt different.
You talked about those Hall of Famers. There's a corner who went from the Raiders to the Packers and also wore number 21.
Yeah.
Did you choose 21? Is there any extra pressure that comes with that, being on that
Nah.
same path as Charles Woodson?
Nah, I don't think. It's a quote that Nipsey Hussle said. It's a lot of pressure, but it's on your mind, so it's not really pressure. If you thinking about it that way, then it's gonna be pressure. But if you believe in yourself and believe in and be where your feet at, you know what I'm saying, and be in the moment, not too much pressure. But obviously 21, Charles Woodson, a great, you know what I'm saying, Hall of Famer, one of the best to ever do it. I gotta pay him homage.
Did you ever talk to him when you were with the Raiders?
I did. I spoke to him about 2 to 3 times, and he was always helpful. He was always seemed like he was in my corner. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me a shout out, said I was a dog, so I appreciate him, and hopefully we can reconnect out here.
Have you had any conversations about what spot you're going to play or where you're going to line up? Like, just how do you see that?
Whatever, obviously, it's no secret I'm a versatile player. I play inside, outside. I've played inside and outside in the past, but, it's March, I don't know, was it March 14th, 13th? We'll get to that. I'm willing to do whatever the team needs me to do. I'm a dog, so I'm going to step wherever I step. If I step at nickel, I step at corner. If they need me to play safety, guy, I play safety. You feel me? So.
What's your impressions of this team thus far, and what's your outlook on where this team's at?
I feel like it's a lot of special people in this building, and that's a feel. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I haven't felt in a long time just running into everybody in the building. It felt like everybody was genuine, and their approach to this was like wholehearted, and they just honestly wanted to be better humans and better at their craft, and that's what they cared about. So it's been great.
What would you think of a Keyshawn Nixon, Nate Hobbs pairing at cornerback?
I think it'd be legendary. I think Keyshawn is a little bit like me. He's a versatile player. He can play inside, outside, and he does kick returns, punt returns, and he takes it to the house when he does it. So I think he's a good player, and I think it'll be great.
How much, even with your versatility, how much are you looking forward to maybe getting more snaps on the perimeter than you have in the past?
Like I said, March 13th, 14th, whatever it is, and we'll get to that. You know what I'm saying? I'll do whatever my team needs me to do. If I got to play corner the whole year, that's what I do. I'm a corner. You know what I'm saying? If I got to go inside, that's what I'm gonna do. So, but I'm looking forward to whatever I got to do.
How much have you talked with those ex-Raiders about how different it is here in Green Bay than maybe it was in Vegas?
I just got here yesterday, so I haven't been able to, talk to a lot of people other than the people here in my family. So.
For you personally, I know you've played in the league for 4 years, and you've talked about that versatility,
Yes,
things you showed off. For you, I guess, what's that next level look like for you? What do you want to try to strive to keep accomplishing, especially this year and beyond?
I know by nature, I'm a very competitive person, and when I get out there, I'm a super competitor. I think kind of to make it to this level and to be an impact player on this level, you have to be a super competitor. But when you are a super competitor and you've been bestowed with opportunity like this that I've had, it comes with responsibility. And I think this is an opportunity for me to grow as a man, a leader, a player, a father, a friend, just a man, period. So I think I got to take that next step into my manlyhood, and is being a true leader.
I'm sorry. I was reading an old story about you, and you consider yourself an underdog when you were a fifth-round pick back then.
Absolutely.
So A, do you still consider yourself an underdog? A, how did that drive you when you were younger? And B, as a $48 million guy, are you still an underdog?
I'm gonna be an underdog if I was getting paid $100 million, because I don't see any articles or anything out of me being the top corner. Do you? Have you seen me? The article?
No, I've not.
Nate Hobbs is top. Nate Hobbs is top 5. Nah. So even if I was a $100 million guy, in my heart of hearts, I'm an underdog, and I'm never gonna forget that. And I could be the top corner, whatever the case is, still an underdog, because I had to scratch and claw and fight to get here, and nothing was given to me. Everything was taken. I say, I say, there's 2 ways to get respect. You either earn it or you take it. I like taking it, so. You know what I'm saying? I'm being underdog till I die. That's just me.
Have you had a chance to speak to head coach Matt LaFleur, defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley, and what were your impressions?
Spoke to Coach Matt, and I spoke to Coach Coach Jeff. It's been great catching up with those guys, and I spoke to Coach Jeff yesterday for about 3 hours, 2-3 hours straight. We hit it off. We had a great conversation, and I think we off to a little bit of an understanding about each other, and we connected and found things that we were similar about. And, Coach Matt, he's amazing. I can already tell he's an amazing man and a motivated and relentless coach, players coach. I think both of those guys are players coaches. I think for you to go in today's league, I think for you to go far, you have to be a player's coach, and that's what they are.
Nate, what's your perception of the NFC North?
Honestly, I don't know. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But I was with the Raiders in that division, and I seen a lot of great quarterbacks, and I seen a lot of great running backs and a lot of great players. You know what I'm saying? And I think that prepared me for what I'm gonna see in the AFC North now, and I just got to get acquainted with the code a little better. You know what I'm saying? But it's ain't me. I went to the University of Illinois, so.
You buy a big coat yet?
Not Che. I see I'm here in the short sleeve, tripping, ripping.
Got the beanie.
This is warm for
I
March.
got the beanie on. This is fashion, though. See what I'm saying? See, I got the top with, whatever.
This is warm for this time of year. so
I
don't
heard
get used to it.
that's messed up. That's messed up, for real.
Hey, is there a thing or two that you took away from your conversation with Jeff that you can share with us?
I think me and Jeff, we just we connected on the way our mentals work, and how we were our hard work and everything, how we got here, how it led up to that, but also how we were chosen. You know what I'm saying? Chosen for this job, chosen to be together, and how all things connect, I believe, in Jesus Christ. So I feel like Jesus Christ put me in this position. He connected all things to work for my good, and his good, and everybody in his good. So along with that, we connected. We know some former players, and he was at places, a lot of places. I'm like, you coach them, you coach them, you coach them, and it was just good to know we got a couple people, in common. So.
Hey, Nate, if I can ask you one more about Rich, what is it about him, do you think, that allows him to connect with players the way that he does? Because it's not just you. I mean, Keyshawn's talked about, a lot of guys have mentioned that in the past.
I couldn't even say it, dog. Like, he's special. He's a special man. You got to be born with that, I believe. You got to be born with that innate ability to connect with another human. Doesn't matter what their race is, what their culture is, to be able to coach or lead somebody somewhere and be hard on them. It's such thing as tough love, but at the same time, try to understand them. And it's a such thing. I believe people listen to listen. Some people listen just to listen. Some people listen to understand. I think Rich is one of those people who he's not going to let you know he's listening to understand. He's hard-nosed, tough dude. You know what I'm saying? He got that persona on the outside, but I think on the inside he's a lover. And it shows, and I love him to death, and he's an amazing man, one of the most amazing men I've been around. So,
what are your new teammates? What are your new teammates going to learn about you as they get to know you?
They gonna learn once we get acquainted, and I know you and I care about you. I'm willing to do anything for you. I'm willing to take the shirt off my back for you. I'm willing to pick you up when you down. I'm willing to just outside of the field be a real friend, be a real brother. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing outside of football. But on the football field, they gonna learn. I'm bringing it every day. I'm gonna give them all out there. They're not gonna have to worry about me doing my job, and I'm bringing people with me. So.
Nate, I saw an interview that I think you had begged to play in the regular season finale this past season. But
What you mean?
Do you think it was the locker clean out? You said that you had begged the Raiders to let you play in the regular season finale, but they ultimately ruled you out. I think you were, correct me if I'm wrong, coming off being sick, or are you the type of player that even if you're not 100%, you still want to be out there?
It's a picture I hold real near and dear to my heart. It's a Raiders versus Chiefs game, and I think I'm gonna get it framed. It's just me, standing, the quarterback, Mahomes, whatever his name is, Pat Mahomes, and the O-line, and then I'm just standing there like, in the fire with a cast on. That game, I broke my thumb, and they took me in the back. They took me under the stadium to get an X-ray, and my hand was broke. They were like, either you could sit out this game, or we could put a cast on and get back out there. As soon as they said that, I heard a big old roar, like, it was loud. It was like, and I knew we were away, so they was making plays. So I'm like, my brothers need me out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means more to me than anything. Like, them is my brothers, you know? Like, we go to war together. Like, man, if I could get on my 2 feet and run, I could play for them. So they cast me up, and I was out there for the rest of the game with a broken hand, just doing the best I could. You know, they kind of picked on me a little bit after that, but it meant more to me that I came back out there with them. So I'll be 40% trying to play out there. For real.
Nate, I see you have a couple people here with you. What does this contract mean to your community and the family that supports you?
I think the Packers, they believed in me, and I don't take that lightly at all. I don't take people believing in me lightly, and I don't want to go into a whole lot, but where I come from, it don't happen. What me and my family been through, and even the people I got with my agents and this, that, and the third, we've been through a lot as individuals, as people. So we connect how we do. And my mother over there in the corner, she's been my biggest motivation, my biggest motivator, and the reason why I'm here standing tall in front of you guys today, because I seen her never quit, never fold, never, ever quit. That's why I am the way I am. She's, the true pioneer in this room. She's the reason why this deal is this deal. So, and I think people where I'm from, not even from Louisville, Kentucky, because this doesn't happen in Louisville, Kentucky, but around the world, around the country, I want them to just look at me, because I was whoever camera I got to look at too. I had 0 stars. I got 2 stars because I committed to the University of Illinois. I think they just gave me those 2 stars because I was going to a Big Ten school, honestly. And on top of that, I had no offers my junior year. I didn't play till my junior year. And I was a nobody in the football world. Same thing coming out for the draft. I wasn't supposed to go undrafted. Whatever you put your mind to, anything is possible. But you got to believe in yourself first. That's what I would say.
So what was that conversation like on Monday with her? I assume you probably call her right away to tell her what's up. What's that conversation like?
With who?
Your mom.
She was there.
Okay.
She was there this week when we went over the deal, and we had our little session of, we held hands, we hugged, you know what I'm saying, shed some tears, because my mother raised 4 children off $25,000 a year. $25,000 a year. She raised 4 children off of that. So I'm making a lot more than $25,000 a year now. So I think we'll be all right.
What's the next steps throughout the offseason look like for you up until, training camp and whatnot?
Just continue training, continue connecting with the team, coach, opposition coach, DA, keep connecting with Jeff and Matt, and, figure out what the plan is, and this, that, and third, but just staying on, keeping my tools sharp, you know what I'm saying?
2 more?
Have you chatted with anyone on the Packers team yet?
A couple dudes congratulated me and embraced me, so I appreciate that.
Message to the Packers fans?
Message to the Packers fans, the cheeseheads, I believe. I want y'all to know, because they was on my head, we're going to address this right now. I said, Packer Nation, I messed up. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go.